Hello everyone, this is Venus Brown, and today I'm going to be reacting to The Crown Season 2, Episode 8, called Mrs. Kennedy. Now, obviously, this has something to do with President Kennedy and his wife. I did go back in the show a little bit. I wanted to get an image of that big dinner spread where President Kennedy and his wife came for dinner. Unfortunately, that shortcut key that my husband gave me to try to get a print screen when I don't have a print screen button, it did not work. So I had to go to the internet and I was not able to find the image I was looking for. So it's going to be different. Either way, we know this is dealing with President Kennedy and his wife coming, and because there is a description right here on the show, it says, inspired by Jackie Kennedy and against her government's wishes, Elizabeth takes an unconventional approach to resolving an issue with Ghana. So other than the president and his wife, I also know there's something going on with Ghana, and that is as much as I know about the episode. And I don't remember this episode, so we'll see if I remember anything while I'm watching. Let's get on with the show. And I'm assuming this is in Ghana.
As Africans, tired of being disrespected and abused, us as equals, not as slaves. This is our time. We must choose our own destiny. Socialist Africa.
Hi there, little puppers. You're looking so cute.
Mommy, be careful.
Stop it. Yep, but for some reason, sometimes that actually worked.
Oh no, yes, you got it. Well done.
It's macaroni and cheese. It's heavenly.
Do you like macaroni and cheese?
So weekend is pretty, isn't she?
Yes, but it does not do to compare yourself to Jackie Kennedy. Most of us are just not there. Queen or not. The Crown.
If you like this video, please click the like button. If you want more content, click subscribe. If you click that little bell and click all, then you'll get more content notifications.
And there it is. The Crown.
Commonwealth?
Not so much drifting as bolting for the door.
Into whose arms?
Russians, ma'am.
All around.
The First Lady, ma'am.
What did she do?
Dazzled Le Tout Paris.
What on earth did she do that?
And intellectuals, until all anti-American sentiment simply evaporate.
I suppose she's pretty.
Can't get that kind of agreement with just looks.
What precisely one wants to feel when
Don't like those colors.
To
The
that
pink's
end, I have
alright,
something
but
quite
it doesn't do
specific
well
in
with
mind.
pasty
Mrs.
white
Kennedy
people like
may
me.
have dazzled in
None of
This
these look very
is a
good. The blue one is okay.
if you got it.
Now, my oldest would like that sage one. I'm not particularly fond of that color, though.
No, I don't.
I know he's excited because I did see that little glimpse when I was looking at the dinner part of it. I don't blame him. I'd be freaking excited, too. That would be a bit exciting for the servants, I would think. I hope she likes them. I know she's acting all jealous right now, but I hope they, like, get along well.
I think you could be marginally less excited.
That's the part that I saw. And then after that, freaking huge spread. It's so cool.
What's going on?
President first.
Yeah, I saw that part where they were all sad about not following the structures that they have in place. If you don't know the protocol, it can be very overwhelming and hard to remember everything.
Wrong in about 10,000 different ways.
I've seen worse. I'm not sure when.
See, that's what I wanted to get the image of.
It's my house. So I'll do it.
Yep, this is the image that I pulled from the internet.
Extremely shy person ending up in this position. Protect you is the very reason you are exposed. Jack's idea of heaven is a crowd.
And Sherry.
Whiskey and sherry.
Oh, with animals.
That makes two of us.
Natural First Lady.
Oh, mine too. A born queen. In her own mind, anyway.
They seem to be getting along.
purported speech gets twisted in the reading.
Probably talking about the pompousness of the whole thing.
Always good.
Yes, but I wasn't asking about the food.
But don't, like, go crazy over gossip.
Let's not break their...
Dilapidated and sad.
Oh.
Like a neglected provincial hotel. Yeah, a tired institution without a place in the modern world.
Not completely untrue. But does not serve to
We must have her again.
worry about gossip. People say all kinds of awful stuff that really sucks.
An ace up my sleeve.
The way President Kennedy had his first lady in Paris.
Maybe. Maybe have President Kennedy's wife with you. Maybe that's what this is about. Maybe that's why this is called Dear Mrs. Kennedy.
I not be permitted just once to defend it.
Your Majesty. It would be unsafe. It would be provocative. Judgment to get on that plane.
It's impossible to justify it.
She did it anyway.
It's unethical, unconstitutional, and indefensible to be
A puppet.
a constitutional
A puppet.
if you like.
I don't like.
I don't blame her.
Yes. We're very happy to be here.
Of course.
Nick. Ready.
Well,
Got your
you've given
photo
him the
op.
photo he wanted.
Soviet engineers, ma'am. It appears Nkrumah's been playing us all off against...
Alone. She says she's thinking. What's going on? What's she doing?
Understand the significance of this moment?
Yes. But do we understand the terms?
They appear to be in some kind of negotiation.
Are they just having a dance? That sounds fabulous to me.
With an African.
What?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Was this agreed?
Was this agreed?
This was definitely not...
What are they doing?
What are they...
I was very happy with Ted Kennedy. Well, I knew of him. I was very young, though, when he got into office. But later on, when I got older.
Certainly. And equality of opportunity, then we can claim our position and responsibilities as leaders of a truly free world.
What's happening with our country that we're again so freaking divided and people are so adamant about being horrible to people that are different than them? Why? What purpose does it serve? Because they're different. Doesn't mean that they're wrong or terrible.
Some of the things you said about her at a dinner in London, which then got back to Queen Elizabeth, and it seems spurred her on side, but she did.
I don't like his voice. I mean, not only does it sound fake, but it just sounds bad.
Relax. Don't go to Buckingham Palace. Sorry.
My advice would be to go to Buckingham Palace. Yeah, I think Bobby Kennedy dies too. Sad stuff.
At lunch on the 28th of March.
Do it.
What? Well, let's make the audience Windsor Castle.
That's fine too.
Foolish comments, which I believe got back to you.
And as I'm sure you have too, not to take things too seriously. People say things for all sorts of reasons.
If you'll allow me, I'd like to offer an explanation. From postnatal problems, after the birth of our son, and Jack had his own health issues. A little booster. I told him I needed cheering up. But I guess it loosened my tongue. Job. The way you cope with the pressure. The personal sacrifices you've made, not to mention your composure and dignity.
Said was that I didn't do very much in Ghana, utterly useless in comparison to you. And I was trying to compete. And if anything, I owe you a huge debt of gratitude. Just sat there. And I let her say her piece.
When there needs to be.
Yes.
Reporters saw President Kennedy lying flat on his face on the seat of his car. Men and women were screaming. He saw blood on the president's head. This is all we have here in
Kennedy. However, one of the two priests called into the room has administered the...
He's dead.
Didn't you say how unhappy she was in the marriage?
Yes. As it was actually happiness after all.
Trying to regain my composure, but
Tates that the bell only be
When a
rung.
member of the royal family dies.
screw.
I know.
Well, I was not expecting that to also be the episode where President Kennedy died. I know there are some people that don't agree, but to me, the Kennedys have been a very, very important part of our history, part of our lives. It's very sad so many of them have died in such tragic ways in their youth before they ever should have. I'm going to stop talking about that, and I'll see you on the next episode. I'll check and see how many episodes are supposed to be in season 2, but I think episode 9 should be pretty close to the end. I did get done with the recording of my Blast from the Past for The Handmaid's Tale Season 1, and I am working on trimming it. Not sure how long it's going to be. If it's too long, probably go ahead and make one big long one and then divide the other ones into episodes or something like that so that they're not quite as long. But it depends on how long it is after I get it completely trimmed up. And hopefully I should have that out in a day or two.
I'll see you when I see you. If you like this video, please click the like button. If you want more content, click subscribe. If you click that little bell and click all, then you'll get more content notifications.